By far, my most asked question is a picture of a card being sent to me, followed by, what's the value of this? And as much as I do like to be here to help you guys and answer questions as much as possible, I just get so many messages every day asking the exact same thing that if I took the time to research and look up every single one of your cards, my entire day would be occupied every single day. So what I'm going to do in its very own video is show all of you how I personally look up the value of each card that I am personally trying to sell, or if I just want to know the value of it. And I'm also going to let you guys know what I personally do if I'm trying to sell a card but I can't find anything, or I can't find any sold or anything like that. So thank you very much for joining me here on the Golden Octagon. Let's learn something today. Alright y'all, we are back here, and just for ease of access, and I can show y'all right here on my screen, I am going to be doing this on my phone, and everyone's got one for the most part. So we're going to start off here. We are going to start off at my first place that I look. I go right to eBay. I am right here on the eBay app. So just for example, we're just going to start off with an example like Alex Pereira Teal Prizm. Say I'm looking for that Alex Pereira Teal Prizm, or I have that Alex Pereira Teal Prizm that I am personally trying to sell, the 1 out of 49. So as you'll see, all these prices pop up. You'll see buy it now $179, buy it now $349, buy it now $232. The prices are pretty much everywhere, and you don't actually know what that card is worth. So what I'm going to get you guys to do, and you have to keep this in mind, if you want to actually know what it's worth, you're going to have to do this. So in the top right corner, you'll see that filter there. You're going to click on that filter. You're going to scroll down to where it says show more. You're going to click that show more. You're going to scroll down to where it says sold items, and you're going to click that box. It's going to automatically click the completed as well, and you're going to show your 5 results, and you're going to see your actual results for what this card usually sells for. So on May 16th, which was yesterday, one sold for $86. A few days before that, one sold for $105, and you'll see one where it says best offer accepted. We don't really know what that one sold for, but I will show you in my next tactic on how I look for the card prices as well. I will show you how to find that exact price as well, so keep on watching for that. On May 7th, one sold for $60, and on May 6th, one sold for $128. So pretty much card prices are anywhere from $60 to $128. You have to keep in mind that this all goes on the centering of the card, the condition of the card, the photos that you take of the card. So keep that in mind. The better quality pictures and care that you put into your listing, I feel like the more that you can charge and it be worth it. So keep that in mind. I don't want to say some astronomical price more just because you took some cool pictures, but keep that in mind, that the more quality of your listing is, the more likely you're able to get out of your listing. So that is what I'm going to do when I'm on eBay looking for what a card sold for, or how much the actual value of a card that I personally found was. So I'm going to look at the completed listings, the ones that have sold, the ones that have been paid for, and that's how I'm actually going to nail down what the card price actually is. But if you do see this best offer accepted, I'm going to show y'all how to find that exact price as well. So way number 2, if we can't find that price on eBay, or the price is saying best offer accepted and it doesn't actually show that, we're going to head over to our internet. So actually go on your phone internet. Once again, I'll pop it up right here on the screen, and you're going to go to 130point.com. That is where we're going to find out all of our eBay sold information, and we're going to click these 3 lines right up here in the top left of the screen. You're going to click on that first little bar right there where it says search eBay sales. So that's exactly where you click. You wait for that to load, and whatever you were looking for in eBay, you just type that same thing right in here. So Alex, close enough, right? and we're going to wait for our results to load. And exactly the same thing that popped up, they're going to pop up right here. Just like on eBay, we see one for sold for $86,105, and right here is the price that eBay didn't actually show us. It actually shows us here on 130 point. Best offer accepted, $90. The actual best offer that was accepted. So if it says best offer on eBay and you don't actually know what it sold for, head on over to 130point.com. Check it out on here, and it'll actually show you that actual value that the card sold for. So those are my two ways of finding the value of cards that have sold. But what if you run across a card that is a pretty rare hit, a case hit, if you will, and you can't actually find out like what the value of the card is, or none have sold? What do you do? My personal opinion on this is use your best judgment, and this is where being a fan of the sport and actually watching the UFC helps me out a ton, because I can compare the fighter to other fighters on their relative level popularity and see if there's any of those that have sold for just anything close to it. This is where your knowledge of the sport, of the cards that you're collecting, is really going to come to make a difference when you're trying to find a value or to sell a card. Because say you find a Talia Santos Elephant Prizm or a Alex Perez Photon Optic, those are kind of both case hits, and it wouldn't surprise me if none of those had ever sold. So that is where you have to think, man, how is Alex Perez ranked? How good is he as a fighter? How popular is he with the fans? You know, how has Alex Perez's other cards sold in the past? And same thing when you look at like Talia Santos. Like, the women fighters tend to not sell that well to begin with, so you keep that in mind. So just because you have a case hit, it's not going to be worth $100+. It could still be worth $20-$30 because it's just not a good fighter that people are interested in. So keep that in mind. Card game is tricky, y'all, and it's hard to nail down an exact value of what that card is actually worth. But keep in mind to use your best judgment. Try not to list stuff too high, because at the end of the day, no one's ever actually going to buy that. Or if you think that you have a card that's worth $1,000 and it turns out to be worth $60, you're going to be bummed out yourself. So truly keep your expectations low for the most part. The UFC card market is nowhere near what other sports are, but that is how I find the value of the cards that I have, ones that have sold, what I do if I'm trying to sell something that I can't find the value of it. And hopefully this can help you guys rely on yourself when it comes to finding the value of cards, instead of just relying on other people just to tell you what the value is. Because at the end of the day, are they going to do their research? Are they going to look up and see what the actual value is? Or are they just going to throw something out there and just get your hopes up high, and then at the end of the day the card is pretty much not worth anything near what they said? So that being said, y'all, don't be lazy. Look up the value of yourself. Stop messaging this guy asking, hey, what's the value of this? Because truly, y'all, I get about 20 to 30 messages every single day, and I have a job that I have to work every single day as well. This is just what I do in my spare time. Once again, I'm here to help y'all as much as possible, answer most questions that I possibly can, but when it comes to value questions, I just can't do them all. So once again, I appreciate every single one of y'all for watching this video, for all the support for the past couple years now. Slowly growing, y'all, slowly growing. So once again, I appreciate every single one of y'all for watching the video. Hit the thumbs up button on your way out if you haven't. I am Matt from the Golden Octagon, and I will catch y'all for a card video on Monday. Peace.